Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today's news. State news. 5 All India Chess Federation units called for virtual meet today. Electoral Officer Justice Retired J. Kannan has called 5 units of All India Chess Federation for a virtual meeting on Thursday. The matter pertains to eligibility of Tamil Nadu, Telangana, West Bengal, Andaman and Nicobar (UP) to vote at the AICF elections. Why charge toll when you can't lay proper roads, says High Court. What is the point of sending rockets to space when even after 70 years of independence we cannot lay proper roads? Wondered the Madras High Court on Wednesday, while directing the National Highways Authority of India to charge only 50% to the toll in 2 plazas along the Chennai-Bangalore highway for the next 2 weeks for failing to maintain the busy stretch. TN to vaccinate 5 lakh beneficiaries in first phase. The state is planning to administer COVID vaccine to around 5 lakh beneficiaries, including healthcare workers, in the first phase of vaccination program. The Directorate of Public Health has identified the vaccination points and beneficiaries. Other preparatory activities are underway. TN government writes to centre seeking relief funds for Burevi damage. Chief Minister Edappadi K. Palanisamy on Wednesday said that state government had written to the centre asking for a team to be sent to inspect the cyclone-affected areas and seeking relief funds. Rupees 74 crores towards relief works in never-hit areas. The state government has allocated Rs 74.24 crore for relief work from the State Disaster Response Fund to the coastal districts hit by Cyclone Nivar. As many as 12 key departments besides Chennai Corporation will undertake the relief and restoration work. In all, proposals have been received from 18 districts which were affected by Cyclone. Madurai bench transfers PIL challenging government order for inquiry against Anna University Vice-Chancellor to principal seat. The Madurai bench of Madras High Court on Wednesday transferred a PIL filed challenging the government order passed by the state government ordering inquiry against Anna University Vice-Chancellor M.K. Surappa to the principal seat at Madras. National news. Farmers reject government offer to amend laws, will intensify stir. Talks between the government and the farmers' groups agitating against the new agri-laws broke down on Wednesday, with the unions rejecting the centre's offer to amend the legislations. Ask government to accept farmers' demands, says opposition netas to president. A delegation of 5 opposition leaders met President Ramnath Kovind on Wednesday and urged him to ask the government not to be obdurate over the farmers' stir against the new agriculture laws and accept the demands of the farm unions. Centre refers to Huda-led panel's proposals on reforms to corner opposition. In another attempt to embarrass opposition parties supporting the farmers' protests, the proposal sent by the government to the farmers referred to a committee headed by former Haryana Chief Minister Bhupender Singh Hooda, which had recommended repeal on overhaul of the Agricultural Produce Market Committee (APMC) Act. New cases below 40,000 for 11th day, deaths below 500 mark for 5th day. India's COVID count remained below 40,000 for more than 10 days when 31,755 new cases were reported in the country on Wednesday. The 40,000 mark was breached the last time on November 28. Deaths remained below the 500 mark for the 5th consecutive day as 411 casualties were reported. 90,000 health workers from Maharashtra already listed to get vaccine. Details of over 90,000 healthcare workers and 16,245 vaccinators from Maharashtra have been uploaded on CoWIN, the central software, to track vaccine movement till December 8. It was revealed at the first meeting of State COVID Vaccine Steering Committee held on Wednesday. COVID-19 vaccine makers asked to submit more data. The drug regulator has asked Bharat Biotech and Serum Institute of India (SII), which have sought emergency use authorization (EUA) for their anti-COVID vaccines, to submit updated safety and immunogenicity data from phase 3 trials being held in India, official sources said. Just 10% of employees back in office, says report. Just 10% of employees has returned to office as of the end of November compared to the normal levels in March, according to data from Work Instance, which provides tech solutions for the workplace. That number is less than 5% for the tech cities of Bangalore and Hyderabad. MSRTC extends VRS to 30,000 staff aged over 50 to ease pay burden. Big blow for Congress in Rajasthan as BJP sweeps local body polls. In a major upset for Congress, BJP relegated the former to second position in the Rajasthan local body elections by winning many more seats in both Panchayat Samitis and Zilla Parishads than the governing party. You'll get high-speed net via app as government clears national Wi-Fi grid. Soon you will be able to latch onto a high-speed Wi-Fi network in any part of the country, including remote areas or high-density areas in big cities where signal is generally patchy, and connection to the hotspot will be as easy as opening an app on your smartphone. China gave 5 differing reasons for border buildup, says Jaishankar. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Wednesday said China had given India as many as 5 differing explanations for heavy deployment at the LAC, and that the Sino-Indian relationship was passing through the most difficult phase. International news. US trying to engage India in anti-China games, says Russia. UK PM Boris Johnson warns EU over Brexit trade talks. Pentagon picks sparks row over military background. SpaceX launches Starship on highest test flight, crash lands. Oxford's vaccine won't be available in US until mid-2021 if FDA waits for trial end. US surpasses 15 million corona cases. WTO to discuss India-backed IPR waiver on COVID-19 drugs today. Shaping India's T20 World Cup squad. India won the T20 International Series in Australia convincingly, but some problem areas remain. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.